and truths, no filters, no frills. Motivational waves, breaking down the tough hills. Faith in the frame with mental health tools. Power in the knowledge, not as old school cool. All things quintessential, around the stand. Digging deep foundations, the ocean to the sand. Educate, elevate, every soul into land. Guiding hearts, open minds with
Hello, how you doing? Trust everyone is doing great. Happy new month. Yay, April is here. Trust you all are doing good. You're holding up well. How is that dreams, goals, aspiration coming? Are we working on it yet? Okay, so today I'm just feeling so motivated to motivate someone out there. Yeah, suffice to say, I'm in my motivation era. Yeah, so I've been doing videos on habits and top strategies of successful people. I'm doing a series on that. This is like the second episode of that series, so take the liberty to check the video I did earlier on top strategies of highly successful and effective people. So this is also like a second episode of that. So I really want us to also take into consideration this top habits of highly effective and successful people. The other one was strategies, this one is habits. Okay, so the first one, let's take it away. If you're gonna succeed, you definitely have to start looking for opportunities in challenges. So for some, the cup could be half full. For others, it could be half empty. It depends on how you want to see it. In essence, perception is everything. Successful people, when they walk into a room where everybody is complaining, where everybody is, focusing much energy on the challenge at hand, one thing they do is they take a back and begin to think or dig in deeper, on opportunities that could come from this. Yes, I know that's surprising. It's so easy to focus on the negatives, but it's high time we begin to reroute our perspective to the positives. There is always a positive, even in every negative. There could be, right? I'm not saying maybe the bad things. No, I'm not in that sense. I'm talking especially in business sense, especially in creative sense. There is always something positive you could draw out from that unfavorable situation. And when you begin to think that way, I tell you, you will begin to look for ways to even prefer a solution, while others are like focusing and giving more energy and credence to the problems, the challenges. You have the problem solving mentality, and guess what, that is what sets you apart successfully. And then the second one is highly successful people, they do not sleep on opportunities. You see this thing called procrastination? No. They take opportunities. Yes, sometimes it might go the other way, but learning to seize opportunities when it comes. Now you're seeing a lot of things are really working out. A lot of things like business strategies is really, gaining grounds and stuff. And a lot of people are looking into it, and instead of you to hop in, say, let's put social media for example, instead of you to hop in and start creating content and stuff, and you're like, oh, I don't know, there's this procrastination, there's this dilly-dallying. Even with investments as well, there are so many things out there that are very good morning, yeah, that are very profitable that you could venture into if only you would learn to seize the opportunity and take the chance. Okay, and then another thing too I noticed about highly successful and effective people is they don't really care about who likes them or not. I know it's okay and we should strive to be at peace with all men, but then again, we should have this at the back of our mind that we are not words of cash, we are not ice cream, neither are we honey that is gonna be desirable by everybody. Sometimes people don't just like your guts, not for anything. You didn't do anything. For whatever reason, they don't just like your guts, and it's a powerful tool you could use. You could explore that. Rather than waiting, wallowing, looking for who loves you, who likes you. Oh no, yes. Not as if you shouldn't crave for love is a beautiful thing. I'm a firm advocate for love. But what I mean is, going the extra mile, people pleasing, trying to get everybody in your corner and stuff. I would say focus that energy on self-development, build capacity. Okay, go work hard on yourself, develop yourself mentally, intellectually, morally, like socially. Work on yourself, okay? Put in the work in yourself, and I tell you, once they see how good you are or what you could offer, oh my, everybody wants to join the winning side. Everybody wants to associate with success. Okay, so rather than looking for who likes you, who doesn't, who did this, who did that, the naysayers, the this, the that, don't let that deter you, don't let that derail you, rather let it fuel your passion. Okay, use that as a bedrock to do what? To develop yourself. And hey, they're gonna come, in their thousands, they're gonna come looking for you, because they now know that you have something meaningful to offer. But if they decide not to still maybe come to your rising or come to the light of the understanding that you're no longer that person, you have worked on yourself, then it's their loss. But hey, I've noticed it. Highly effective, successful people, they hardly think about who likes me, who doesn't. They are not out and about people pleasing. They just take time to work and develop their craft, work on their self and on themselves, and then over time, hey, who wants to be associated with you will. Some people, you should have that know this and know peace. Some people will just not really vibe with you for reasons best known to them. Maybe I've said this previously in my videos that maybe you're reminding them of the version of themselves they wished they could be. Maybe you had less, but yes, you still did more. There are so many reasons, as long as it has nothing to do with you. I'm not saying if there's a bad character or there's something you need to work on your more human relation and stuff. I'm not saying keep on with the bad attitude and hey, because that's not gonna get you anywhere. But I'm talking about, have you really met people who are really anxious and they are really, all they crave for is to be liked, to be loved, to be, and then it keeps delaying and derailing them and deterring them even from pursuing their goals and aspirations. So work on yourself, the rest will follow, okay? Everyone wants to get associated with success. Then another one too, I've noticed, like highly successful people, they surround themselves with people of like minds. This cannot be overemphasized. Like, you cannot still keep doing things the same and expect a different result. That's why you notice their network is always on the high side as well, like their network and their net worth as well. Like, they have friends in the upper echelon, because they want to surround themselves with people of like minds. I know someone will say, oh, justice for the poor now. What's stopping you? The people trying to develop themselves, be there, do that, they don't have two heads. We all have the same gift of life, of health. So you too, you can. Okay? So think of surrounding yourself with people of like minds. Let your circle reflect your goals and aspiration and what you want to become, and okay. And then another one is, I had it at the top of my head. Yes, so highly successful people, I've also noticed, they tend to sometimes be mistaken to love solitude. Like they're not always out and about, like, at every, I don't know how to put it. They are not always out and about. Like they plan their time, they prioritize what needs to be prioritized, they take time to develop themselves and work so hard, to achieve their goals and aims. Yes, there are times to have fun and all, but really, really, really dedicating some time, being comfortable with your own company, because sometimes, I won't lie, lots of friends or lots of engagements could be a crowd. If you're really on the journey of becoming, there is a place for you to, like, some people might call it hibernate. I don't want to use that word. Like, just for some time, disappear from the scene. Okay, let's put it that way. Disappear in a good way, please. I don't mean get lost. Like, just try to cut down on some things, some activities. Just try. Because there's this effect it has. You show, and then when situation or occasion warrants, you still take a back. People are like, whenever you resurface, they're like, where have you been? Have you been here? Where did you go? And then what people don't know is that it has this effect. The new relationship frenzy or new presence frenzy, because familiarity most times could breed contempt. Like, for some people think like you always showing up at everything they want, they say you're there, you're this. I'm a fan of socialization. I love to socialize, but then again, sorry to say this, it's not every meeting you should go. And let me say it again, it's not every gathering that you should be there. Yes, I know maybe for some people their craft warrants it. I totally understand that, because I'm also on the social scene. I engage, I do MC, I anchor events, I do photography, those are just my side hustles. I have a lot of things, like I can't even remember them on top of my head, things that I do. So yes, I need the human resource. I need to be outgoing. But then sometimes there are times you should just take a back from the sea. It has this effect that once you resurface, people are in awe, because they don't know what you've been up to. They don't, and make sure that when you show up, they are seeing a very highly intellectual, let them see an improved version of yourself. That keeps them in awe. And that's one of the habits I've noticed successful people have. You wonder why you don't see them everywhere, you don't do this, you don't do that, they are really trying to have that aura of frenzy once they step in. Another thing I've also noticed that looks like this point is successful people, they don't like to be predictable. You can't say you have them. You can't say you know them. Like, do not let your moves, your goals, your actions, reactions, don't let it be predictable. I've really studied and I've noticed, and I'm actually applying most of all these things. I'm not just trying to be those people that would tell you things without really going ahead to practice them. I practice most of these things that I preach, and hey, it shows. I have evidences. Yes, I might not come always in social media to like blow my bubbles. I only post what I want you to see and the part of me I want you to see, unless you're close to me. But I tell you, I could, and I am worth more, and I am more than I try to, let on or show or what. So I've noticed their unpredictability. You can't say, yes, this is how they're going to react. You can't. And that also creates this aura of craving, like people crave them. If, for example, do you know, I'm going to give you a striking example. Do you know that sometimes people will prefer to hire someone that is not easily accessible to do a business or to do an event, for example, if you're in that sphere, than someone who is always there with them? So I've noticed that highly effective people, they use absence, they use unpredictability to create more demand. Like they leave you wanting for more, they leave you craving for more, like you want more of them. Like, I don't know, they try to be like, I guess maybe that's why they say someone is a shooting star. Like they don't let you see them. You're like, always an R, like give us more. So, hey, these and so many of them, if you're gonna be successful this year and beyond, starting from this month, this is a good time to start. It's never late to start. You can start small, you can start anytime. If you're going to make a difference, and this year will not be like one of those New Year resolutions that you made, I will achieve this, I'll be successful. Why it's okay to pray it out, why it's okay to profess it, you have to work it out. You will definitely have to work it out. And only then, preparedness meets opportunity equals success. You have to prepare. You have to learn. You have to unlearn. You have to relearn. That is how you build capacity for when you finally get up there. You don't want to get up there after the long wait and then you don't really know what's up or how to maintain that, that pedestal or that level or that stage you have gotten to. Okay, so if we are definitely going to make a difference, we have to put this into consideration. Okay, I told you I'm in my motivational era. Like, I just feel like motivating someone out there. As I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself, and hey, I apply them. It works. I have results and I have evidence, and thanks to God. Okay, have a good day and take care. Okay, bye-bye.
Expressing truths, no filters, no frills. Motivational waves, breaking down the tough hills. Faith in the frame with mental health tools. Power in the knowledge, not as old school cool. All things quintessential, around the sand. Digging deep foundations, the ocean to the sand. Educate, elevate, every soul into man.